Yo, we're ready to go, dog. Yo,
It's times for the money, my homie.
yo, I recently saw an interview with Miley Cyrus, yo, and she was talking about how there's different type of gays. She was saying how if you're a Nickelodeon gay, you know, you're into booger jokes and penis jokes, and then if you're into Disney,
You're more flamboyant.
yeah, you're a little,
little
flamboyant and a little bit, a drag queen gay. We're about to get canceled. Shit, we
Off
just
the
started,
rip, bro. Welcome back to Bridgin the Gap. We're here. This or that. Give me a dap. I tried.
Oh, damn.
Welcome to Bridgin the Gap. Official DJ Leo, my bro-in-law. We're here.
You know who that is?
The other bro-in-law.
That's Jay.
Jay.
Yo, follow him. Get rich, never die.
Official DJ Leo. That's how we roll here, baby.
Make sure you follow us on Bridgin the Gap Instagram, Bridgin the Gap on YouTube, Bridgin the Gap on TikTok.
On TikTok too. And I didn't make it easy at all for people because I put Bridgin, spelled D-A, and then Gap is the only thing that's spelled right, honestly.
And on one of them, we have an apostrophe. I think on YouTube, we have an apostrophe somewhere. So just follow us.
Yeah, just find us. Just go to when you know what, you could count on Bridgin the Gap exactly how it's spelled, like no apostrophe, without the G and Bridgin.
Yeah.
So Bridgin, Bridgin DAGAP, right? And then you go follow us on our socials. That's how it's all socials. Socials actually.
What we're gonna do is on Instagram, we're actually gonna put a link for everything.
We're gonna do a link tree.
Yeah. So that way you can just go to Instagram, Bridgin the Gap, and you'll go from everywhere.
Listen, man, this is a 2-man operation. It's a 2-man operation.
2 men. 1.5.
And I just got a new phone, bro. Bro, the week I've had, man.
He's all excited, dog.
The fucking week I've had, bro. No. I'm excited because this is where I let my shit out, bro. Pause.
Whoa,
wait. Or it's like,
don't let it out.
Is defecation really a pause?
Yeah, but don't let it out, though.
All right, I won't let it out.
Not right now. Yo, but listen, we got a lot to talk about. But I know you had an interesting week. You had some interesting things going with your car. What the fuck happened, yo?
Dog. Okay, yeah. So I was telling you earlier, but I was like, yeah, let's save it for the pod. Bro, dude, I hit something while I was driving. The fucking dustpan in the bottom of my car, the thing that covers like where you do the oil change and shit, just fucking came out. I went over. I don't know. It sounded disgusting. I don't know what. To this day, I don't even know what's going on in the bottom of my car. Like I'm checking my oil. I'm checking my gas. Everything's good for now, but like I don't even know what the fuck is going on in the bottom of my car.
This guy's too fast, too furious.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. It made a crazy ass sound, and I was dragging that shit. That little plate, I was dragging that home. So I had to leave work. Like that was during my lunch break, so I couldn't go back to work because I just ended up home because that's where I was gonna pick up my lunch, and then boom, it was right there.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And then at the same time, like I was trying to work on clips for this podcast. I was trying to do stuff, and my phone was spamming because I'm not gonna lie, I may have dropped it over 2,000 times.
Damn.
So kudos to the phone, honestly. 2,000 times being dropped like that, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But, we're here. I got new phone. My shit's not dragging anymore. I took care of business. I did what I had to do. Fucking multiplied my Uber Eats this week, bro. Like, had to multiply the shifts. But I'm here. I'm full of energy, bro. I'm ready to do this shit. And I'm excited, bro. How about you? How's your week, my man?
Yeah, my week was good. I'm going on vacation. I'm going on a cruise starting Monday. So after yesterday, I was just counting the days, Like Monday, I was already on vacation mode. Nothing was going to get me upset. Nothing was going to rattle me. I was just ready. Yesterday, I logged off. First thing I did was grab a drink because I'm officially on vacation. So,
let's go.
It is. Yo, but I'm glad that you talked about your week, right? Because what was the first thing I did when you started talking about your week, right? I started shitting on you. And then we started talking about that, like it's a friend really a friend if they're not real time shitting on you when you're going through something or you do something fucked up.
That's facts.
Yo, I feel like
At least I feel that way.
I'm 100% in there, yo. I have
Pause.
this thing. Whoa,
100% in there. That's
100%
crazy.
all up in there. Oh, what?
That's not shit talking to your
not-
friends anymore, bro.
We're cleaning this shit. Whoa, pause.
Hey, yo.
Damn.
All right.
All right. Nah, but there.
It was just a joke.
There you go.
I'm catching. I know.
I got that. Nah, man, I feel like, because recently we had a little get together in my house. We talked about it last time that something was happening that day. And,
True.
And my sister-in-law was there with some of her long time friends. They've been friends for like 20 odd years or whatever. And
Facts.
her friend just started ripping on her about stuff that she had done that day and the previous day. And I was like, damn, that's a friend. Like, as fucked up as it sounds, I'm like, yo, if you're that comfortable with your friend that you're able to just let her rip and just tell them how they're fucking up, that's your real friend. Because you know what? If your friend gets mad about you shitting on them, then that's not your real friend because they don't trust you enough. They don't have that. They don't have that
rapport.
Correct.
That connection. That closeness. I feel you.
Yeah, man. So, So then again, if you're out there and you shit on your friend and they get mad, that's not your friend. Leave.
But what if you never have a chance to have a serious conversation with that person or have anything supportive or positive coming from that person, and all it is constantly shitting on you, and that's like the basis of your, like, that's the foundation of your relationship with each other? Do you think if you guys never get serious, if you guys never do that, and it's just constantly like one-sided shit, more one-sided shitting? Because if it's a mutual shitting on each other, that's fine. But if one person is doing it more, is that really your friend, or is this someone I could like get my shit off on?
I see that. That could be like a little bully situation. That person's your friend more to bully you than really your friend. I can see that. I guess that you make
that's a friend to me.
Yeah. You make a completely valid point. I feel like if it's not a mutual thing where you're both shitting on each other, then it's not really a friendship. It has to be, consensual, I guess, for lack of a better word. I'm always thinking about sex. I don't know. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Consensual.
Consensual.
That's crazy. Yes, I know what you mean. You mean like a reciprocal, not consensual.
Well, but you have to both be in it, like you both have to agree to like at least
if you could dish
agree,
it, you could take it.
Correct.
Pause.
He definitely can take it. Oh,
all right. Whoa. How the fuck would you know that?
I don't know.
I
had a call.
Cut.
I had a call yesterday, and somebody told me some stuff. I don't know.
That's funny.
We'll keep that for the next pod. Watch next time. We'll play the recording of the call.
Oh shit. So, all right. Nah. Look, no, I'm still on that, bro. I'm still on that because I don't want to move on from this. Because what if at some point, like, I do a lot for you more than you do for me, but all you do is shit on me, and that's not the type of person I am? What if, now, not me personally, but what if I'm the type, what if one person is the type of person that, like, I don't like shitting on my friends?
Yeah.
But I'll be the butt of a joke? But what if at some point, like, I do a lot more positive stuff for you and you're just like, the relationship is you just shit talking about me?
No, yeah.
What if at some point you got to realize those people are not your friends? They're just
taking advantage of you.
Taking advantage of you.
Yeah. Listen, and all of that exists. I feel like every friendship has their little nuances and little differences, but I just feel like you need to be able to say where your friend is fucking up. Like, sometimes it depends how you do it because every friend is different. But I just feel like if you can't tell your friend, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, And again, I'm not trying to say that you're completely necessarily just bashing, but it's to the point where you're like, you need to be able to say if they fucked up, somebody needs to be able to kind of hold you accountable or bring you back down to earth and be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Like, Let's be a little bit more, because if you have nobody holding you accountable, then you're gonna be fucking up all the time.
But what if you're not an assertive person, or you're kind of tone deaf to what's happening to you, and you're just taking it as opposed to like realizing, and then if it makes you feel a way, not saying anything about it because you think this person is your friend, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
At some point, somebody has to step up for you, or you have to step up for yourself. But, like, what if, all right, different perspective. What if you're noticing that somebody's doing that to your friend or somebody you're caring about? Like, all right, you stand on, if you guys are friends, you should be able to shit talk, right? That's where you
Correct.
stand,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But what if somebody you cared about was the less assertive friend that wasn't standing up for themselves? What would you do?
Again, I think it all depends on how I see it. Because
But
if,
what
if
if you see it like how I see it?
at that point, I'm gonna shit on my friend, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, what the? You don't see that this person's taking advantage of you? Like,
Yeah.
like again, I'm gonna be like, yo, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Like, this person's fucking bullying you, telling you what to do, and you're just doing it. Like, come on, man, just get it together, dog. Like,
Or talk shit back or something.
yeah, like, you want some lessons? I
Yeah.
got you, dog. But I don't know. Listen, let us know what you think about this because, we've gone back and forth. We try to talk about this right before the pod started. And as you can see, there's a lot of different opinions.
Or difference of opinions. Yes.
Correct,
Yes,
correct.
yes.
It's early in the morning here, just to give you a peek behind the curtain a little bit. And I may be
Is
half
that my
asleep.
fault? Because I decided to do it so early.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in
I'm
in
an
the
early,
afternoon.
I'm an early bird, bro.
Shit.
I'm an early bird gets the worm, fam.
I used to be like that, but then my kids grew up and I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, you sleep in. That shit must be good too.
12 o'clock is early for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah.
But yo, just going into that topic about friends, yo.
Yeah.
Should you date your friends or family members' ex?
What do you think?
Honestly, I feel that it depends. I feel like, yo, if your family member or your friend dated this person maybe for a month, maybe it wasn't that serious, then I think it's play ball. But here's the only caveat. I'm gonna say this: before anything happens, before you go and try to have a relationship with your friend's girlfriend or your friend's boyfriend or whatever the case might be,
Right.
you have to have a conversation with that person. You have to go reach out, be like, yo, listen, something's happening. And that's another thing. It also depends if you're going to be serious. If you're just trying to smash, again, it also depends on how serious the previous relationship was.
Right.
But if you're really thinking, hey, there may be something there may be a full relationship, we might be able to be together for a long time, then why not? But again, you gotta come and talk. And I'm gonna give you an example. Happened many years back. I was at a party and one of my ex-girlfriends was there, and we had broken up. At this point, we were like actually really close friends. And one of my buddies came and was like, "Yo, what's up? I know you guys broke up. Is there something there? Is there going to be anything there?"
Right.
I appreciated that. I was like, "Yo, I got my girl now. Don't worry about it. Do you? If she goes with it, be my guest." I actually at one point I was kind of being the middle person between both of them. I was, he was telling me one thing, I would, go to her. She was telling me one other thing, and I would go to him. And I was actually proactively trying to hook him up, just because at that point, we had broken up. And
You'd have moved on.
yeah, I had moved
any
on.
feelings,
And it was, and it wasn't something where I was with her for, years and years. It was very short. And, why not? Like, I feel like, why not? What do you think about
Right.
it, though?
I feel you. I think there's different levels to it, right? Different levels to it, because, like you said, if it's something like a fling or something short term, I don't feel. Well, I wouldn't do it right now. I'm just saying, like, because I'm in a relationship. But in the past, what I would feel was the right thing to do is, just always ask. Always ask. But let me tell you a story. One time when I was in high school, right? My friend was dating a girl, right? And she had a best friend. And I asked him to hook me up with her best friend, right? And so what he did instead was break up with the girl and then start dating the best friend. What the fuck? Right? So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's fine. I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't have any rapport with her. I was just trying to, like do a thing, And then they ended up breaking up, right? And after that, her and I started hanging out.
Okay.
And before I even did anything, me and her had like a little chemistry, a little rapport going on. And before I even did anything, I asked my friend, I was like, hey, bro, like, like I'm really feeling her. She's really cool. Like, before I move on and do anything with her, is it okay with you if, I proceed to, do something with her or whatever? Or proceed to like
smash.
No.
Let's say it.
No. I at that point, like, I really wanted to like date her and like
smash.
But I was like a high school kid. But I was like I was a high school kid, Of course, I was
trying to smash.
But also, like, she was really cool, so I wanted to, see where that went. And eventually, he said, "Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead." And I went. I proceeded to do what I did, and then we ended up being at a party, and he was there, and her also.
Oh.
And then her and I were like completely all over each other at that party.
Awkward.
Yeah. And now that I'm saying it loudly in reverse, I feel like that was shit. Yeah, I feel like that was real shitty of me.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. So
I'm sure you guys don't talk anymore, right?
No, we don't.
Yeah, I can tell.
Now that I'm recalling it, I could see where I was wrong, but I didn't think anything was wrong because we had the conversation. I thought he was okay with it, but I could see now how embarrassing it could be that you were dating her and all your friends saw her with you and then they saw her with me because all his friends were there. All our mutual friends were there too. So I could see how that could shape like a narrative about me in his head. But back then I thought, hey, I thought it was cool, And so I also like get back on that topic. So he ended up not liking that. He ended up having a problem with that. And I think later in life, like, I think he drifted away. I don't think it had to do with that. Maybe it had to do with something, but I think it's just life differences. Like,
yeah, but damn, you embarrassed the shit out of me.
Yeah, I didn't know how embarrassing like that was, but I'm like putting myself in his shoes, and like I'm recalling it back how shitty that could have been on my part.
I'm hurt. I'm butthurt. It wasn't even me.
I'm so sorry. Hey, bro, if you're out there, you are, man. My bad, bro. My bad. If you end up watching this by any chance, dude, my bad. I was completely out of line in doing that.
His bad, dog. He smashed a girl, but it's bad. Yo, and right in front of you almost, basically.
Bro, that was fucked up.
That's fucked up.
But I say all that to say that it's not about whether you ask or not. It's about what stage in life are you at. Are you in a mature stage? Are you in high school? Are you this? Because for the most part, what I would suggest to people is never date anybody, any friends, any brothers, any like cousins, exes, just because it could bring so much trouble and so much drama than it's necessarily needed. Like, that's the bottom of the baseline. I think you should just stay away from them completely because you don't want the headache of even asking, of even any lingering feelings coming back up. You might as well just stay away from it. Like, I agree with you. You should ask. That's what I would do in the past. But you see where it got me.
Well, you shedded on the poor guy, dog.
That was crazy. That was crazy. That was fucking crazy. That was my bad, dude.
Fucking with clothes on and guys there looking at you like, motherfucker.
I want to say his name so bad.
No,
so
don't.
bad.
Don't. Yo.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Just give him a fucking alias. I don't know.
That's funny.
Damn. All right. Yo. Wow. Yo, man.
My bad.
That's fucked up, though. I don't even know what to say about that.
Yo, that's a true story, bro. I've been through some shit, dude.
And I thought I've done some grimy shit. But damn.
That was grimy. I wasn't grimy. I asked, bro. I stand on me asking.
I get you, and I agree with you. You went the right way. I think it was the party.
The party, right? The party overdid it. It was
Correct.
overkill, right?
At that point, you embarrassed the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing.
It's one thing if I date outside of the friend circle and everything, but me doing that at the party, that was fucking nuts, bro. Damn, bro.
Yo, I'm sorry.
I'm shitty.
I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. I apologize for what he did.
That's the name of this podcast. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yo, what the fuck? This is like therapy, bro. I didn't even realize how fucked up that was. But if somebody did that to me, somebody would have had to respond for that embarrassment, bro. I would have swung. I don't care.
So were you calling your friend a bitch?
No.
You calling him a bitch?
Call him a pussy, bro?
Because he didn't swing at you?
Yeah, he should have swung on me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
he
just called you a pussy. After
he should have swung on me.
He took your girl, and then he calls you a pussy.
10 years later.
10 years later.
12 years later.
Nah, man. Listen, it's all jokes. If you're out there, if you are watching,
Yeah.
No disrespect.
No
Yo,
disrespect.
we're just joking.
Yeah.
I don't want you to come and swing now.
Yeah.
Nah,
At this
point,
this
you know,
point, it's like
10 years. Girl's probably with somebody else.
she had it. Never mind.
She got like 6 kids right now.
Yeah, like
6 kids. None of them are yours.
She's completely
maybe.
and not mine either. So
Not his. He's shooting blanks.
probably.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. I feel like my testosterone is high. I've been working out.
I don't mean shit.
True,
I don't mean nothing.
but I've been lifting heavy weights.
You know,
Lifting heavy weights, that brings up your testosterone, bro.
you've been you playing soccer all your life. Maybe you got kicked in the balls too many times.
It's possible. Not even by soccer, just by people.
What the fuck were you doing?
Nut checks, bro.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
getting kicked in the balls by older girls at school. Yeah, bros.
Damn.
Or in the neighborhood, bro. My balls been through it, bro.
Yo.
That's why they're so big.
Whoa. Pause.
Got big balls.
Big balls.
Bowling balls.
Yeah.
Hard to walk.
That's all he has is balls.
All right. So I stand on you shouldn't at all go to anybody's exes that you completely care about, because that'll just, there's billions of girls in the world, bro. Go fish.
Go fish. They're not all pretty, but still.
True.
Damn, I'm about to get canceled.
So
I got a wife. I got a daughter.
So
hold
hold on. You know, feedback from last podcast. You know, some self-aware shit, bro. I was looking at myself. My shirt was like lifted, right, and I felt like I was like this. I was like, bro, where's my neck at? I was like, where's my neck at, bro? Bro, I was like, yo, I got a neck, bro. So I was like, now I got to stand erect for these motherfuckers, bro. Pause.
He needs to be erect.
But another thing, I'm here to double down.
I'm
here to double down.
Oh fuck, he got up and everything though.
Two pairs of balls. 4 balls. 2 dicks.
2.
What the fuck you think is gonna happen?
This
is a bro podcast. We're gonna talk about bro shit. You know how much I have to be in my feelings at home? You know how much in tune and in touch with myself to have to be at home, bro?
You touching yourself at home?
No. I said I have to be in tune and in touch with myself.
Got it.
I don't touch myself anymore.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of touching yourself.
What?
This is a great segue.
What? What the fuck?
This is a great segue, bro. All right. Speaking of touching yourself, right? You brought up a topic, right?
All right.
Is porn cheating is watching porn considered cheating on your significant other or not?
Okay. So
speaking of touching yourself, you like that segue, right?
Like that. So I'm gonna tell you where a little backstory where this topic came from, right? So a few weeks back, I was visiting my house in Jersey, my home. We had a little get together, and we had this young lady that came in. I'm not gonna mention names. I'm not gonna mention the relationship to whom, just so they don't know who they are. But the conversation of pornography came in, and she said this, which I found fucking mind blowing. She said, "I don't mind if he watches porn." as long as they look like me.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then she went on to explain why.
I could see that. I could see that.
She said, yo, if he's watching porn and they don't look like me, then that means that that's what he wants.
Yeah, he wants something aside from me.
Correct. So he doesn't like what I have. He likes what they have.
Yeah.
And I was like, that seems like a young person mentality. Because I'm going to tell you this, as men don't necessarily think about, oh, this girl's hotter than my wife or this girl's hotter than my girl. It's just,
this girl's new.
It's different.
It's
different. We just, at that moment, we're just thinking about the end. We're just thinking about,
Bussin'.
Correct, getting from point A to point V. Well,
Point B?
I said V because, we're talking
It
about
might take you a little longer. You probably might skip B, C. You might get all the way to V.
This might as well go Z, whatever. So I honestly feel, to me, porn is not cheating. But I'm a guy. Obviously, ladies, if you have a difference of opinion, hit me up. Official DJ
Whoa,
Leo.
for what? Hit you up for what? What do you mean? You're a married man, bro. What do you mean hit you up?
Hit me up with your opinions. Okay?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
tell me your opinions. And guess what? If you
That sounded crazy, but listen to yourself. Yo, girls, if you don't think porn is cheating, yo, hit me up. Get my DM.
Yo, you trying to get me stabbed, yo?
Yes.
You don't know who I live with, yo?
Oh, yeah, la tóxica.
Yo, I didn't say it. I did not say it. I'm looking at the camera. I didn't say it. He said it. I'm not. I don't agree with it.
Nah, that's
I
my
don't agree with
sis.
it.
That's my baby. That's my baby. I love her.
Yeah, but
Love-
you
I love-
know better than anybody else.
I love my big sis.
Anyways, listen.
Yeah.
Porn is not cheating. Period. That's my opinion. I don't know what you think.
Nah. I agree. I don't think porn is cheating. I just think like men want like a different sexual stimulation, and like if you want to be faithful to your partner, that's the way, you can get it without actively physically getting it. That's the way I see it. But if let's say if your partner is feeling real sensitive about it and you really love her, I feel like that's something to take into consideration. I feel like if your partner really feels strongly that is that, then you should take it into consideration to not do it. Because, at the end of the day, like, if you want a healthy, long-lasting relationship, you don't always have to be right. It's about compromise.
Correct.
At the end of the day. So, like, and if your wife is giving it up every day, bro, like, why am I even watching porn?
True story.
You know?
True story. So then ladies, he just brought up a great point.
Give it up every day.
If he's watching porn, you're fucking up.
That's what I said without saying it, though. I didn't say it like that. I said, yo, if your wife gives it up every day, I don't even got to watch porn.
Exactly. See, we got to the root cause. So, ladies, is if you consider porn
But also,
cheating,
like,
you know what that is.
Also, there's such a form I want to take. I want to be responsible with this little 2-viewer platform that we're building here. At the same time, you got to have sexual discipline. You got to have sexual maturity. I feel like, if you go one day or two in between without doing it, bro, that's normal. Life catches up. Yo, sometimes you get home and you're tired.
Yep.
You don't want to get busy. You don't want to get active. It's like emotionally or physically, I just don't want any of it. I just want to knock out. So if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. But
true.
Like there's no other way to put it, bro. Like you just got to have sexual discipline. But if you can do it, because sometimes even if I get it every day, bro, I get tired of it.
Whoa.
Like I get tired of like constantly having to do it. Like, no, because you would get tired of it if you do it like 30 days in a row. But if I have one whole week when we do it every day, yeah, bro, let's get it. Let's do it. But then if like the next week is not as crazy, I'm good, bro, because we just had that crazy ass week. It's about balance, and it's about like also realizing that in a relationship, at the end of the day, sex is not everything. It's about the fun you have and the intimacy, and realizing like that's all that physicality is gonna go away.
Have you tried to bring toys into this?
Like a fucking Wii and a PlayStation?
Yo, that shit is fun. Yo. I did it. Bedroom is not boring anymore. We're playing every day.
That's
Every
funny.
day.
That's funny. But actual sex toys? Nah, I don't. We don't need those yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just didn't know if you needed a butt plug for yourself.
For me. And the lube is for me too.
Yeah, for sure. Yo,
That's funny. No, but I don't think porn is cheating. But I think you should take it into consideration for sure. If your partner feels strongly.
That's very grown of you, though. I like that.
Yeah, I'm grown a little bit.
A little bit. The fact that you want to take her in consideration of her feelings and stuff. I like that. I don't give a fuck.
No, you got to. Yeah, you see, this is why you're at where you're at. This is why you get treated like you do. This is why I get treated like I do.
I get beat, mama. She beats me.
Mommy, help. SOS.
What is it? You do this?
What you do? Wait. Leo, order pizza. Order pizza. Call the dispatcher.
Hey, 911, you beat the shit out of me.
Oh, this is fucked up. No. We're making fun of domestic abuse, but
I am one.
Yo, but all right. No, he's toxic. He's toxic.
Very much so.
That's why him and my sister mesh well together.
Fuck. Damn, that's the second time you call her toxic.
I didn't. No. I called you toxic this time.
No, but you said you would mesh. You said that. She's gonna fucking beat you.
No, she is. But hey, you guys got to figure your shit out, whatever it is. Like I have to figure my shit out, whatever it is in my relationship, because we have our shit too. It's not all, peaches and cream, butterflies and strawberries, fucking bees and flowers. Relationships go like this, bro.
Yep, roller coaster.
And you know what goes like this too? Life, your heartbeat.
Oh, I thought I was talking about penises.
This guy, bro.
Up and down.
All you got is dick in your head and your mouth, bro.
Oh, pause. No, not in my mouth. Yo, listen.
Yo, these awkward segues are funny as fuck, bro.
Fucked up. Yo, but fuck it. Yo, let's get into sports.
Sports? Yeah. Let's get into sports, bro. Enough of this bro talk shit.
Yeah, man. Yo.
And then we get into sports.
Yeah. Let's not talk about bro shit. Let's talk about more bro shit.
What the fuck? That was retarded. We could say that now.
Yeah.
It's 2025.
2025.
Trump is president.
We're gonna get canceled.
I'm on the phone with my lawyer right now.
Yo, don't sue me. I don't got shit.
I don't got shit. Just 2 viewers. And an Uber Eats account and a car. And a nice TV. That's a recall to the last episode.
Maybe an Xbox.
Maybe an Xbox. Maybe a PlayStation. Maybe a Wii.
Maybe a Wii. That's it. You got me. You got all my money. Nah. So, but let's talk about.
I'm sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sick to my stomach, Leo.
Okay.
I'm fucking sick. Knicks were up 14
with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game.
Right. I was like, oh, we got this. And I'm not even a Knicks fan like that, but that's my adjacent team. That's like if the Heat aren't in the playoffs, aren't in anything, bro. Knicks are the ones I'm going for. Right. I'm looking at this. I'm like, we got this. I'm talking to Christina. We're out in the kitchen. We're making a little food. I'm making my little protein shake, bro. I'm thinking life is bliss, bro. I'm like thinking, oh, they got this. I'm like, I'm so proud of them. First time in the Eastern Conference Finals after like 25 years. My whole life in the 2000s, they hadn't been in one, and I didn't even know it, bro. I didn't even know it until I started watching basketball, and then it happened, bro. It fucking happened, bro.
Yo, I actually kind of went away between the end of the third, middle of the fourth. I went away because I was like you. I was like, yo, they got this. They're fucking playing amazing. So I came back with, it was 1 minute and 15 seconds. They were still up.
Yeah.
By 7.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. We got this. I mean, 7, as long as they play good defense, we can still win this game. And then I see that. And then I'm like, holy shit. Let me tell you something. When Halliburton fucking threw that shot that ended up being a 2-pointer at the end of the game.
My God, bro. I was sick.
I was like, he did it again.
I was sick.
because this is not the first time he's done a game-winning shot just like that, a three-pointer. I was like, you motherfucker did it again. But
And he thought he shot the three, bro. And he went like this,
he did the choke sign. He did the Reggie Miller choke sign,
bro.
motherfucker.
But the way he even did it, bro, is like why he looks so dramatic about it. Like I don't even like the way he did it, bro. And I didn't even know Reggie Miller. Look, I don't know a lot about basketball, but I like to watch it. I didn't even know Reggie Miller was there, bro.
Yeah, he was the announcer.
I didn't even know he was like, on like announcing the game, bro. And then Reggie Miller did.
Yeah.
He pointed at him, bro. No. After what Reggie Miller, like I heard Reggie Miller had like so many nights and the MSG doing that shit for the same team.
Yep.
Bro, no, you can't. You cannot script this shit. You cannot. Well, maybe you can because this might be a simulation, but you can't script this shit, bro. Oh my god.
Yo,
he really did it to them, bro. I started crying.
Before we continue about the Eastern Conference Championship. Obviously, the Western Conference Championship is going on at the same time, and
Yeah.
we're really not going to talk about it because OKC is embarrassing Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
it's embarrassing.
I fell asleep for that game, bro.
Dude.
I was tired.
Last game they were up by 21 fucking points.
Oh no!
It was
no,
disgusting.
No.
I was like,
They shut down AE.
shit. I don't even know where he's at.
Oh,
he may not even be in the state.
Oh,
Because I'm telling you right now, SGA.
what happened to Julius Randle? Did he get injured or something?
No, you tell me though. Is he there?
What, he was playing? Because I just looked at the bets and I saw how many points he scored, and it wasn't like I don't think he scored any, or it wasn't that many, bro. Because I fell asleep during that game.
Exactly. Everybody did. Unless you're in OKC, you fell asleep in that game. So okay. So right now we're not going to be talking about that unless that gets a little interesting.
Unless that gets a little spicy. Yeah.
Right now that game, I see OKC. I actually see OKC winning in 4. That might be the only sweep of the series because I do think the Knicks
are gonna get one.
At least one.
Gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
For the Pacers.
Yeah. I think.
No, don't say that, bro.
I think it's gonna be. I think Pacers are winning in 5.
No, I'm a hopeless romantic, bro. I think the Knicks. I don't even think I want the Knicks to fucking pull through and win. Like the first time they make it in the Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years, that's the one that they win. I want them to do that, bro. I need them to do that. New York needs this shit, bro.
I get it, but here's the thing, and I think maybe the next few days that they have off because they don't play against a Sunday.
So Sunday, yeah.
I think Thibodeau needs to do something with the defense. They're letting people open. They're not switching properly, so then you got these people with open threes. And then the thing is that the Pacers, they're not all getting hot, which is perfect for them because, you had yesterday you had Siakam. Game 2, Siakam was doing really good.
He was on fire, bro. He had over 30 points.
Halliburton didn't score his first 3 to the third quarter, and it was like midway to the third quarter.
Yeah, bro. I had him like for 5 threes.
Yeah. And then he ended up with probably, I think it was 3.
Yeah, 3 threes.
Yeah. So they're getting individually hot at the right moment, which is great for them. And and I'm not saying that all the other players are not participating, they're not contributing in points, but they're having the one player get hot at the right moment.
Yeah, bro. I want to get in touch more emotionally, like where this is, bro. Just like last night the game was closer.
Yep.
The game was a lot closer, and it was an entertaining game. It was an entertaining, tight game to the last, like, I feel like 4 minutes. And then you could kind of see the Knicks, not making shots, losing it a little bit, and then counting too much on Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
And it's like, besides Jalen Brunson, they have nobody else that does that. They have Cat. Cat was on fire that first game, bro.
Yep.
He was shooting threes like I've never seen Karl Anthony Towns shoot this whole, like, playoffs, bro. And he had such a great game, bro, that I feel like that's the game they deserve to win, and they let it slip in between their fingers, bro.
Agreed.
And I like emotionally, like, I'm drained because I feel like sports does this to you, bro. And I want the Knicks to be on fire again, bro. I want the Knicks to go to Indiana, bro, and get those 2 dubs back that they needed to get at home. They need to get them on the road now, and that's it, man.
Listen, I
Simple
feel
as
like
that.
any sports other than football, because fuck the Giants, fuck the Jets.
Whoa.
any sports like basketball, hockey, baseball, when the New York teams are in the championship, it
It's a
becomes
different
relevant.
energy.
It's a
Yeah.
different energy. I mean, look at last year. The Yankees made it. Unfortunately, they got embarrassed by the Dodgers, but it was the atmosphere. When New York is in the championship, it's different.
Everybody tunes in.
Correct.
Everybody tunes in.
So maybe, for that reason, the Knicks hopefully make it because that's going to bring a different level to the championship that hasn't been brought in a long ass time.
Yeah.
So,
And honestly, I don't even think people want Pacers versus OKC.
who's going to watch that?
Like, I'd watch it just because I like basketball, but the average fan is not that. They want to watch, they want to watch the Celtics versus Knicks. They want to watch Heat versus whoever, Heat versus Lakers, whatever. They want to watch
Let me tell you something. The big one that would have drawn a lot of viewers would have been Knicks, Minnesota, because of the trade that they did last year.
Yeah.
Where they sent Julius Randle to Minnesota. And so because of that, I think there would be a lot of intrigue to see who got the better of that trade.
That would have been intriguing.
That would have been definitely.
I mean, it could still happen.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. OKC looks way too good. They got the MVP.
It might be OKC Pacers, bro.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Like I said, I think Pacers are taking it in 5. Hopefully I'm wrong, but they look like, even if the Knicks are covering one person, whoever they think at that moment is going to be hot, somebody else is getting hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, listen, sports is one of those things that can break your heart every single time.
Yeah,
So,
bro. I'm heartbroken. Bro. I'm heartbroken. I wanted them. They needed one,
yeah.
and they lost both, bro. And
Yep.
last night with my phone and everything, bro, it was just too much. I had to turn that shit off, bro.
He had to cry on his girl's shoulders yesterday.
Not dead ass. During. Call back.
You don't know, call back, watch the first episode if you haven't watched
watch
it.
the
And
first
then
All right. I feel like this shit is getting a little flat with all this sports and shit.
Okay.
Honestly, I just like watching basketball. I don't know too much history, too much details in that shit, but I can notice little nuances in team play and shit because
Got it.
I'm a soccer player and shit.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I got an alert. Messi plays today.
Okay. Does
Inter
he?
Miami.
Is he gonna win?
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna win anything this year.
Got it.
This is so disappointing. You know what else is disappointing, bro? Speaking of sports and Messi, bro. This is just on a side note. This wasn't on anything. This is just off the top of my head. Yo, I saw Cristiano Ronaldo. They had a video of him only performing for 5,000 fans in Saudi Arabia. Empty ass stadium, bro. Empty ass stadium, bro. And it's just so heartbreaking, bro. This was the guy, bro. Him and Messi were the guys. I'm not gonna lie, Messi out here, he still fills out stadiums.
Yeah.
But over there, bro, it's looking bad. And that's not the type of, because soccer players, athletes, they want to go for as long as they possibly could, bro. And at some point, the people know it's over for them. Most of the time, the people know it's over for them before they know it themselves,
Correct.
bro.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's so heartbreaking to see.
Well, but here's the thing. And here's why I don't feel
Money.
Exactly. That guy is
Money.
That guy can live till he's 150 and not work
do
a day,
anything.
and he still will have more money, and his kids will still have money. Maybe his grandkids will still have money. So guess what? I don't feel bad for you, Ronaldo. You are making way too much fucking money. Fuck it. You play for one motherfucking person. Okay? There's one person in the stadium and you play for that bitch. Because you're making way too much money for you to cry or complain. Period. Hey, I will play with that kind of money. I will play for nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to show up. I'll still fucking play. I'll go out there and just start kicking the balls
It could be
myself.
just the coaches and the bench.
That's it. That's it.
It could be like a Sunday league, just everybody's families.
Exactly. Not
You
even
know?
that. They don't even need to show up, bro.
They didn't
Just the
even show up.
players.
Just the players.
Players, the referees, and that's it.
A cameraman, not even.
Not even.
You don't even need don't even televise.
Don't even fucking televise it.
Instagram live it.
Shit. That's it. Fucking 30-second clips when I'm doing good. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, actually, Instagram live in soccer game is not a bad idea.
Yeah?
That might work in handy for Instagram.
Yo, wait. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
'Cause
Go ahead.
I got a little confused here. Like, off topic. What's up with the glasses, dog? What happened? What's going on? Are we like, what are we doing?
I'm trying something.
Okay.
I'm trying something new.
Got it.
I don't know. I like the comfort I get of hiding behind the shades.
Oh.
I
Can see
feel
your eyes?
like I don't want them to look in my eyes anymore.
See through your soul?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like, like where Michael Jackson wore shades
Yeah.
at the everywhere. At the everywhere, yeah. That's how I kind of want to be. I feel like my eyes give too much, and I don't want to give too much.
Damn, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a celebrity now, I guess, You got the shades on. Guess what? Fuck it. Next week I'm wearing my own shades.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
I don't want you to see the dead inside me.
I don't want you to take from me. I don't want you to see how dead I am.
How dead I am inside. Look at my eyes.
Look at them.
Look at them.
This is years of stress,
I'm dead.
overthinking,
I can't think.
anxiety.
Weight problems. Yo, fuck. All right. That's it.
Bro,
Next
no,
week.
you gotta get back to the gym, my G.
Yeah.
You had it on lock.
Just a little bit.
You had it on lock, bro. Pull up a picture of Skinny Leo. I'm not gonna do it. I might do it in
might do it.
post editing, but who knows?
Who knows?
Bro, did you hear Tory Lanez got stabbed?
Yo, 41 times.
Wait, it was 14, bro.
14?
Yeah,
I'm dyslexic. Dyslexic, that motherfucker. I knew it was something. I knew it was a 1 and a 4 somewhere.
Yeah. I knew the numbers 1 and 4 were involved. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it stabbed one time while he was in the 4 position.
Whoa. Maybe.
Estaba en 4.
Yes. Maybe he got the 1 and the 4.
The 1 and the 4. Yeah, but no, that's not funny. That's not funny. Wishing blessings and speedy recovery. But that's crazy because did you hear that, like, supposedly there's this new evidence coming out that he wasn't the one that shot Megan?
Nah, actually, I didn't hear that. What I did hear is, Drake signed a petition to try to get him out of there.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities are standing up for him and shit, putting a petition out there.
Listen,
hey, I don't know, man. I feel like he should have gotten time. Whatever it was for being involved in whatever he was involved in, that's a judicial topic that I didn't really do too much research on. But if he's guilty of brandishing a weapon or anything of the sort, I think he should do times. 10 years is pretty excessive to me.
But guess what?
What?
He's black.
Ah,
if he was white, he
motherfuckers
wouldn't.
are racist.
If he was white, he wouldn't have gotten 10 years. He probably would have gone probation.
Hey, guess what?
What?
He's a black hip hop artist.
Oof. 2 things against him.
Yeah. And guess what?
Well,
he's independent. That's 3. That's already 3.
Because the labels
don't
sure
want to protect
pay
you.
the judge.
Yep.
So, what the fuck? Hold on 1 second.
There's a knock on our door. Did you pause the recording? I'm gonna keep going. So as Leo's checking that out, we just got a knock on the front door. That shit's crazy though. He's giving it a look. He might have received a package. This guy's always ordering something, but I'm not sure. What were we just talking about? Yeah, man. Tory Lanez getting stabbed. I think 10 years is a little excessive. I think he should have gotten between 2 and 5 years. this area, right?
Yeah.
They kind of like want you to keep your driveway
Correct.
clean. So
Yeah.
if you want someone professional to keep your driveway clean, would you be interested in keeping your driveway clean or?
I appreciate that, but I have like the equipment and stuff. I do it
Oh, you do
myself.
it
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah.
Right on,
All
man.
right.
Awesome.
But thank you. Good luck with everything.
Of course. Do you think you might know someone that live in another neighborhood because we serve the Fort Lauderdale area and we want to be some like it's not like a one-time thing. We want to be like someone reliable
Yeah,
that
correct.
you can trust. You know.
I don't know anybody who owns
Anybody?
a home that would need the services at this point other than myself.
I
But I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
that.
Of
But
course.
thank
Thank you
you.
so
Have
much.
a
Have
good
a
one.
great day. Damn, I hope you guys had that. I don't think we caught that. But yeah, some dudes were out here trying to hustle, you know, trying to get in our driveway, and Leo said, "Nah, motherfucker, I got my own equipment. I don't need your services."
trying to sell me on something, but I always try to get people selling me stuff.
I'm gonna leave this
you
all
know?
in because I do not want to edit anything, bro. I'm tired.
Fuck it, too much to do, man.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna keep talking till you open the door, and I was like, "Oh man, this would be great content if I would say, yo, we're recording."
Get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out.
We need to put a little recording
A
light
little-
out there
yeah,
so
yeah.
motherfuckers don't not to knock on my door when I'm recording, like for real.
Yeah,
That shit was a little bit hostile.
yeah.
Nah, they were cool. I mean,
No, the knock was a little fetish, but
yeah, they were a little aggressive with the knock.
Yeah,
not even gonna lie about that.
yeah, that sounded like the feds, bro. I was like, yo, I
was
was like, what the fuck did we say?
It's about to start running.
yo, as soon as we started talking about Tory Lane's a fucking door knock, it's like, yo, what what do we say? We're not on his side. I'm just saying, maybe 10 years is a little excessive for some glass in your foot.
They fucking got us. Damn, they're fast. They got technology listening to us right now.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
iPhones.
I mean, 10 years might be a little excessive for some glass in your foot, you know? Who knows, you know?
Listen, I got you. I got you. I don't know, man. I guess Megan gave a good story.
Yeah, or Megan or Rock Nate.
Rock Nation. Damn, this guy.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro. Listen.
I gotta-
Listen. This is what happens when you give a conspiracy a conspiracy theorist a platform,
Yep.
or with 2 viewers, bro. I'm gonna get my shit off, bro. If I had 2 million, I wouldn't say this shit.
But he has
But
a
I
dollar.
have 2.
He has a dollar.
What?
I said you got a dollar.
I got $1.
$1.
If I got 2 million, I wouldn't say any of this shit. But if I got $1, I'm gonna say all this shit, bro. I'm gonna say all this shit, and it's not what I believe. It's just what's out there. I'm just relaying what's
All right,
already
all right.
out there.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm a conduit for the people.
All right.
Yeah, because I can do it.
He can't do it.
No, I can.
Oh, bumbleclaw. Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of girl rappers, you saw at the Knicks games. I think it was the last game versus the Celtics. You know who was there?
Nah.
Cardi B.
Really?
She was with your boy.
Yeah. Yeah, she was with this guy.
Football homie.
I
Come
forgot
on.
his name now.
Stefan
Diggs. Yeah,
there you
Stefan
go.
Diggs.
He got that right last name. You know why?
Because he
He
digging
know
up
he
in
know
there.
he definitely be digging.
He be digging up in there.
that boy playing Minecraft.
Ooh, he getting lost.
He's a gold mine.
He's getting
He
lost up
getting
in there.
trapped. Like the guy
For sure he
the
got
guys from
trapped.
Chile.
He got trapped for sure.
For sure.
Damn.
Damn, bro. Yeah, Stefan Diggs for sure, bro.
Yeah. He was, once she started,
Stefan
doing that shake, the stripper shake.
Yeah, bro. That
he
the
got her.
twerk. You mean the twerk, bro?
She was on the pole somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a stripper shake. That's a
Yeah,
stripper twerk.
Yeah.
Still
So
a twerk.
she, she did one of those, and he was okay. I'm in.
He's like,
Here's the
all
keys to
in.
my house.
he put all these chips on the table. He's like, yeah, here you go.
Shit, fuck
I'm
it.
all in.
Fuck your husband.
Yeah.
Your ex.
All right. What do you think about that? What do you think of if you were a celebrity or a celebrity woman, and they had just had this like public falling out with their celebrity husband, and they have kids together? Do you think she should step out with somebody who's known to be kind of like who you just left? You know, like for example, Offset is known to be like a womanizer. You know, he's known to be like yeah, I love getting hoes, I love getting women and shit. Do you think My bad. I'm silencing the phone. Okay. All right. Y'all heard my phone. Okay. I'm silencing it. All right. So do you think Cardi B going to somebody who has similar, I guess, similar hobbies? You know what I mean?
Listen,
who has a similar personality? Do you think that's moving on or just moving on from one cycle to another?
Well, before I answer your question, just on a side note, Offset was in DR recently, partying.
You know what he was doing.
He was partying with El Alfa, and he was probably doing other shit.
He was out there being an alpha.
He was definitely enjoying the culture. Let's just say that
he was out there being an alpha with an alpha.
You know, he
For
definitely
sure.
got married.
For sure.
Somebody married.
Got married a bunch of times. He consummated so many marriages.
He's like, I love you, baby. Anyways, he said he's going back, so something must have happened over there. But listen, I feel when you get to a point like Cardi B and Stefan Diggs, it's hard to date someone because of the fact that you don't know what they're there for. So for a man, yeah, you might get yourself a younger model, looks amazing, but is she there because you're rich and famous, or is she there because she really is in love with you? Cardi B, she has plenty of money. If she dates a rando, somebody, even if they're some sort of executive or something, they're not going to be at the money quality that she's accustomed to.
Yeah.
So because of that,
it
makes it harder for them to date regular folks, or even regular even if they own a company, unless they're like a multi-millionaire that they have just as much money as them.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, but what if your reason for divorce, well, your speculated reason for divorce, because we don't know these people, right? Your speculated reason for divorce is, my husband is a womanizer and he constantly steps out of the relationship. And then part of your healing is going to somebody who is a womanizer and probably doesn't want a relationship right now, is in the peak of his football career, is in the peak of his financial career. He probably doesn't want all that. So is this your healing process, or is this just something, because there are other guys out there with the same financial status as her, same, famous stature as her. She could choose one of those healthy relationships to move on, or not even move on and just focus on your kids, but you want to step out and do that publicly for what?
All right. So here's what I want to say. Maybe they're just having fun.
Maybe they're just, but is it, I'm trying to show you guys that I'm having fun, or why do I need to show everybody? What I'm trying to say without saying it is, Offset is going to see this.
But that's the thing. See, this is very strategic, because right before that is where Offset was with El Alfa, posting videos and shit. And
you see, I didn't know that.
So
there's a get back.
Exactly. Is the fuck you picture. Because he was out there. He wasn't showing,
Yeah, he was fucking a lot of nobodies, but this is who I'm.
Exactly. So I feel like that was her way of giving him the finger.
Okay, that was her El Alfa. That was her Dominican Republic. Got it. She's getting dug out. I got it.
Exactly. So she's like, oh, we can both play the same game. So because he was like, I follow El Alfa.
She getting dug out, and he don't even play baseball.
What?
That's a bar. Yeah, exactly. See, damn. But dug out.
Yeah.
Come on.
My
bad. So you were following an Alpha.
Yeah, and Alpha was posting all these videos of him hanging out with Offset.
He was going crazy.
And
Offset was going nuts.
At the clubs, all of them hoes.
Yeah.
All of them hoes at the club.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was getting his, and Cardi saw it, and Cardi was like, I got you, bitch. Here's what I'm going to put out there. I'm going to go to the most famous arena in the world, MSG, with a really famous guy. And we're going to be close. We're going to be holding hands. So he's going to smash it at the end of the night. That's it. That was a big fuck you to Offset. And anything else was just pure coincidence, I guess.
Got you. Yeah. That trust me, if that would have happened to me, it would have felt like a fuck you to me too. So no matter how many times I'm getting my alpha on in Dominican Republic, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
like, yeah, if I see you with, you know, a sniper,
Yeah.
if I see you with a sniper, I'm gonna flip,
Feel some type of way.
feel some type of way. And we got kids together, bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, but he has kids with other women, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
To each your own.
Yo, we've been at this for literally 1 hour, dog. It's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yo, I got one more topic I wanted to talk about because I
What'd
think
you
you
wanna
and
talk
I are in different perspectives in this. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're the same. But yo, should you be taking a dump at work every day? And
What?
and I'm gonna tell you the backstory for this, right? Every time I go to the office, I have these. I'm gonna say individuals because there's more than one. That it's like clockwork. You can put a clock to the fact that they're gonna go blow up the bathroom, dog. It's like they come in, they have breakfast, blow out, and I'm like, yo, if you know your metabolism works in a certain way,
Yeah.
why not fucking eat at home, so you can take a shit at home. Pause. Damn. Well, bless you, I guess.
My bad.
You gotta, mute the shit or something.
My bad.
Anyways,
It snuck up on me.
and so because damn, dog, like this men's bathroom. This has two toilets and one urinal, and sometimes you gotta pee, and these motherfuckers are blowing up the shit out of this bathroom, like
like public, like not a solo bathroom. Like this is like the public, like
correct,
like multi-stall, multi-urinal.
Correct.
Oh yeah,
and they're just
I don't
blowing
got
this
that.
shit up.
I don't
dog.
got that. No, that's embarrassing. Okay, you see. All right, go. My bad. Go.
Nah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, because that's crazy. I wouldn't do that shit. I thought you were talking about, because in my head, like the bathroom that I go to is a solo bathroom.
Yeah.
It's a solo bathroom, and then like since like they have fragrances in there, like they have a bathroom spray.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like an automatic like scent,
Distributor,
shit. Yeah,
distribution?
yeah, or diffuser. I don't even know.
Whatever,
bro. And the shit's always constantly smelling good. So I go in there, I do my own vibe. I'm on my phone. Nobody's bothering me. And after I shit, bro, I immediately flush. One, you got to immediately flush. As soon as you feel that last drop of poop come out, bro.
I don't even get up.
Bro,
I do it while I'm sitting.
Yeah, just one of these, bam, gone. That smell is not lingering anymore. Then you got to wipe your ass. All right, cool, whatever. Then I spray. Boom, get out.
No
That's
washing
it.
hands, yo. Damn.
I'm gonna wash my hands. I thought that was a given.
That
bro.
was implied. I
That
don't
was
know.
implied.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like just the things to like, like cover up the smell, bro.
You know what the worst part about it too?
You don't shit.
Nah, yo, it has to be like at work. It has to be.
It has to be turtle heading.
Yeah, it has to be playing peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Because that's the only way I'm gonna use the.
Yeah.
Because guess you know what the worst part is? You go to the bathroom, you're peeing. These motherfuckers finish and shit, and then they're they come out there washing their hands, and then they want to have conversations with you. Like you just did not hear them fucking blew up the shit. out of that
For
bathroom.
real. Like, yo, I know what your asshole just did, bro.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. I don't even want to look you in the eyes right now.
Yo, sometimes you're fucking peeing and all you hear is bah, 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 bah. I'm like, yo, shit, they're shooting. They're shooting.
You get down real quick. You don't even want to get down because the fucking bathroom
Yeah.
floor is covered in piss, bro. Yo, hold on. Let's bitch about guys' bathrooms, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, sometimes it's like I gotta swim through piss to get to the bathroom stall, bro.
I don't have the problem.
Bro.
Because we
I'm
have
saying-
people clean the bathroom constantly.
But you know how they can get, bro.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta swim.
Yeah, of course.
At a movie theater, I have to be swimming through that shit, bro.
Oh, dude,
Swimming through
I
that
made the
pee.
mistake. I made the mistake to fucking go with Crocs one day.
Oh
So,
no, mad splashing all
no,
up
and I was like, I had to walk like fucking like 1 inch
in
at
waddle.
a time.
You had to waddle.
1 inch because I was like, yo, if I walk normal, I'm gonna bust my ass. With
Oh
this
my
wet-ass
god, with this fucking piss ass floor, bro.
disgusting.
Yo, you ever seen the bathrooms that have the toilet and then the urinal right here? Like, you think I'm gonna piss here with a dude?
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna take a shit here while dude's bare ass pissing in front of me? What do you think is gonna happen here? And it's not even the family bathroom.
Nah.
It's the men's room.
Yeah. Yo, the worst urinals are the ones that are open urinals.
Oh my god! And you could just one look at the left or right, you see dick, bro.
You see dick. Like, yo, who
That's-
the fuck thought that this was a good idea
Hey,
for you to
yeah.
just have to whip it out in front of
Oh,
everybody?
you know what'll save space? Not putting dividers up between these urinals, just having them next to each other, bro.
Because you think I'm gonna stand right next to another guy touching fucking hands while we're peeing and shit.
Oh, you know what's the worst?
What?
When a tall motherfucker goes into pee in a stall and you're taking a shit, bro, and then he just looked down at you.
Never happened to me. Never happened.
And I'm fuck with you. That never happened to me either. But that shit scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
Every
like,
time I'm
what are
shitting
you
in a
doing?
it's like and like a Shaq motherfucker just
Yeah.
comes in and just,
What are you doing?
you having trouble there?
You had the chili for you had the chili for lunch.
Put your feet up. Put your feet up. Helps your bowel movement. Put your feet. It's like I don't need advice right now, bro. You're making my shit come back up inside me, bro. Nah, but yeah, I do be taking shits at work. I'm not on a clockwork like your homies at work, but like, let's say after I eat a lot the night before and then the next day I don't eat anything, but I just have like a cup of coffee, sends me right to the shitter, bro.
I got you. Listen,
Sends me right to the shitter.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't use it in case of emergencies, but if you fucking are in a clock where every day you're at the office, you eat and you have to take a dump. Yo, there's this one guy. I already don't like him. I'm not gonna say his name, but
Jeffrey.
no, I got a Jeffrey in my office.
No.
I do got a Jeffrey in my office.
Shit. I just said a random name, bro. I wasn't even serious. Robert.
Good. I don't have a Robert.
Okay, good. Michael.
I don't think so. I don't think. Nah, but really, this particular individual dog is like breakfast dump, lunch dump. I'm like, guy, what kind of metabolism? I want your metabolism, but I don't have. I also have shame too. But he's a little older, so
Right.
I think once you're older, you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You just do it.
Yeah, like when you're older, you just let your nuts hang at the gym, no towel, just walking around. It's just sandals and fucking leather.
Yeah,
Bro, it's just letting the
Dude,
leather hang.
that shit. Like
Like,
first
bro,
time I
no
went,
shame.
I never
Balls
used to
hitting your knees.
I never used to change at the gym, right? And the first time I decided, hey, I'm gonna change at the gym, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't change at the gym. I did my workout, left home, and showered at home. But this time, I don't know. I needed to do something, so I decided. I was gonna use the pool.
Right.
So I took extra clothes for the pool and shit. And I see this motherfucker coming out of the shower, no fucking towel,
Yep. Old as fuck.
old as fuck.
Leather down to the toes.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then then he actually got a towel, but then he put his leg. And then this motherfucker, the only reason I know is because he was in the same bench I was, a little further, thankfully a little further.
I know the move.
And then he starts to dry his balls with the leg. I'm like,
With the leg up. Yeah.
yo, old people, get a little shame, dog.
Give a little fucks. Give a little more fucks.
A little. Ain't nobody trying to see. First of all, nobody's trying to see no balls other than your own. But nobody want to see no old people balls on top of that.
Yeah, I don't want to see any other male genitalia, but I especially don't want to see old male genitalia because y'all don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all don't give a fuck at all. For me, for my eyes, for my mental health, nothing, bro. That shit is disgusting, bro.
If you were to see his eyes right now, dead.
Yeah, dead as fuck, bro.
Because of all the old man balls he's seen.
Wait, hold on. What?
What?
Yo, all right. Let's close this out with something funny, bro.
Let's do it.
Hey, how dumb do you gotta be to leave jail, bro, and then get caught?
Yeah. So if you don't know what we're talking about, Louisiana,
New Orleans,
there was a jailbreak that was caught on camera.
What was it, like 16, 19 inmates?
I thought it was 7. Or maybe the number I think went up afterwards, but when it initially, so some inmates escape from jail, and you see the camera. They're escaping the jail, and they get caught on the camera, and then you see them running in the highway. But then, so far 5 of them have been caught. This is The
Yeah, it was 10 inmates.
10, and 5 have been caught. Why? Because those idiots go back to the same fucking neighborhood,
That they
the same place that they got caught in.
literally, they go right back to where they got arrested.
Like, oh my god.
No, but you know what? Like, fuck the even like trying to like figure where you're gonna stay once you fucking leave the jail. What in your right mind lets you know that you're gonna get away from these motherfuckers with social media, with the fact that you know they got your records, with the fact they're gonna tell you're missing at some point. At some point, they're gonna know you're fucking missing. They're gonna put out a chase on you, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna track down who your family members are, like where you constantly go, your neighborhood. They have all that information. They have social media. I don't know why criminals think cops don't have social media just like us.
They don't know how to use it, I guess.
Right. One of the dudes went, "Hey, yo, I'm out," and went on live, bro. Went on live and was like, "Yo, I'm out."
He should get shot.
Dude, first of all, you're in jail. You're not in prison. Like, you're not in prison. You're not doing serious time. Just do the time. Go through the judicial system, bro, because it's going to go a lot better than leaving and coming right back, because you're going to have to come back anyway.
And the worst part is now you got to get extra charges for escaping. And now if you were only going to do 6 months because you escaped, now you're going to do some hard time because they're going to probably add 2 or 3 years for escaping.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, how do you even like get there?
I get it though, because you know, if you're in jail and you're you're around,
I know where you're going.
You're full of dudes. Yo, I take a day to go see my girl.
Yo, we're really telepathic. I knew we were going to go.
Yo, I don't know. I think I might escape just to go see my girl.
For some puss and boots, bro. For real.
For real. Listen, that 2 years, I don't know, maybe worth it.
Bro, yeah, for that low, I've been 5 weeks here. That's enough without me. Like,
I'm gonna go 2 years, but that one time.
But I might get conjugals.
Maybe.
These next 6 months in jail, I don't get any of that shit. If I go to prison, I might get there.
I might get there. But damn, I need it.
Yeah,
for real.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Especially being surrounded by like these fucking delinquents and these like degenerate ass motherfuckers in there, bro. I want to. Did he do it?
Yeah, I heard
Yo, we didn't even touch on Diddy. Pause, bro.
Oh.
We didn't
even touch him. We didn't touch him.
He touched us.
Yeah. Oh, baby oil.
Baby oil. No, we didn't even talk about Diddy, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's just heavy. It's just like a heavy ass topic, but it's also a freaky ass topic. Freaky ass.
Yo, there's so much going on. It's hard to know what's true and not true, and it gets a little sensitive. I know we made some jokes about you know, domestic abuse and stuff like that, but there was a lot more than that here. Not only was there physical, there was mental, there was a lot of shit. So I don't know. That's kind of dark to get into right at the end.
Yeah.
So we might save it.
We might save it for when there's more information out. There's like the trial just started.
Yep.
So when the trial has gone through more life and there's like a clear vision of who this guy really was, because at the end of the day, no matter what you think about him, what you don't think about him, you gotta understand this guy's a piece of shit.
Correct. He is.
Simple as that.
He is. He was up on the top for so long that he thought he could never get caught and never get away with it. Yeah. He was always going to get away with it. So.
And yeah, I'm not a big fan of pieces of shit, no matter how legendary their shit. You know, we could like maybe just the surface, like little though. Like no matter how legendary you are, bro, you do that type of shit, you're a piece of shit. Yep. Especially, you know, if that's a constant habit that you not only build up on, but also continue to develop. You know, like it only got more extensive as his reign went on.
Correct.
You know, it's not like he sought out for help or any like healing from what he does. You know?
And also I saw there's a documentary. There's a couple of documentaries, and one of the documentaries that's an HBO.
The downfall
of Diddy.
Yeah.
They were talking about he was doing this in college. He was beating up his girlfriend with a belt in
Mm.
college.
Yeah.
So he already was abusive without the power. And then you add the power, that is
Yeah.
a dangerous combination
Yeah.
because the bigger he got, the more he thought he can get away with, and he did. This was listen, this was 30 years of him getting away with shit, or 20 years. He's 50 something now, so 30 years of him just getting more and more and more. And thankfully caught up with him, and hopefully he does some time. Um,
And the fact that he's been doing it for so long just adds merit to the fact that he got so comfortable doing it that he wanted something psychological in him, something wrong psychologically in him, decided to see how much further can we take this.
correct.
You know?
And if just to put it out there, if you're in a abusive relationship, you'll seek help. There is programs out there and people that can try to get you out of that situation.
Yeah, facts.
Don't let it get too crazy. But damn, why are we ending so heavy?
No.
That's
You
crazy,
need
yo.
the heavy shit at the end because then you get to the funnies.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, man. Listen. Damn, we've been at this for an hour and 15
Stop
minutes.
saying that, bro. Stop saying that. Oh, man, listen. We've been at this. I know that's your way of trying to get out of it, bro. Just say it, bro. Just say you're trying to leave. I just want to end it on a good note, bro.
For sure.
Hey, listen. J. Cole ended up the best out of everything. I feel like he landed at the place where, like, if you look at the before and afters, J. Cole landed in the best place.
What are you talking about, the rap beef?
Yeah, I'm talking about the rap beef.
Okay. I agree with you there. I think
I
Kendrick Kendrick
J.
ended
Cole-
up Kendrick ended up the best out of everybody.
No. J.
because-
Cole. Why? Go ahead. My bad.
Why? Financially, man. I don't think if they're not like us would have been out, he would have done the Super Bowl show. He would have won a Grammy. He would have done everything. He would have gotten everything he's gotten from that song. And it all had to do with that beef with Drake. So, yeah, I think J. Cole came out the cleanest because he had no blood in his hands, metaphorically, I guess. But I think financially, Kendrick did.
I can respect that. I can respect that. And I think like also like in the grand scheme of everything, I feel like they all needed I feel like they ended up all where they needed to be, cuz Drake at the end of the day he was not going to gain anything from the situation.
Yep.
The only way he gained anything if he undoubtedly, like, absolutely unequivocally barred down Kendrick Lamar
That
in a
wasn't gonna
rap
happen.
battle.
That wasn't going to
In
happen.
a rap battle. And if he only solely focused on him as opposed to everybody else was attacking him, because that was the one guy who's been coming at you for the longest time and that had something real with you. All these other guys were just part of the moment, but that's the guy you should have spoken about.
And you know what? Just to kind of talk a little bit about the bars that Kendrick did, the fact that Drake hasn't sued for defamation, that he hasn't tried to get criminal charges about some of the things that Kendrick said, how, hey, you like him young.
Yeah, but Kendrick would have a counter suit or a counter argument because Drake, he called him a wife beater.
Correct, but that's what I'm saying. But they both, even so, they both could have sued each other. And I'm not even just talking about, like for defamation. If you have proof that you didn't do any of that, I just think they both were smart enough to know that it was going to get messier for each of them rather than it was going to get them anything. Yeah. It just one of those things that I don't know. Kendrick probably is a wife beater. Drake most likely does like him young. How young? That's the question. That's what we don't know.
Like it could be 25, it could be 30, it could be 21, it could be 17, 18. Who knows?
We don't know. We're speculating.
Yeah.
But so I think that the fact that they didn't sue each other, because you know what? It would have been two separate suits.
Well,
because they would have sued each other, but it would have not been the same thing,
Yeah, but I think we're missing the point here. Like I don't think like they didn't sue each other for hip hop, for music.
Okay.
That's why I didn't sue, because like at the end of the day, this was a rap battle. What I liked is that what Drake got out of this was that lawsuit.
Drake is suing though. He is
The
suing
Drake
his
is suing
label.
UMG, but
Yeah.
that's for bodying the song Not Like Us and pushing that narrative to disrupt the deals and the business negotiations that were happening between him and Universal at that moment.
Yeah.
That's why he's suing UMG, because that could bring down his value, and then they could, fuck him again in the deal. He could have went for 1 billion. He could have went for $1 billion record deal, and that Not Like Us shit could have left him at 500 million when he's so deservingly so of 1 billion. Like Drake is the biggest artist in the world besides Taylor Swift, bro, and I feel like he deserves that. Well, he has that against UMG. Kendrick is the best rap artist of all time, definitely in this generation for sure. He's goated, he's cemented, and J. Cole is the people's champion, bro. He's the people's champion, and no matter what, he didn't get blood on his hands. Like, he didn't fight anybody. He stayed true to himself throughout each and every endeavor, and that's why I fuck with Cole.
J. Cole's my guy, though. J. Cole, his albums, I make sure to listen to all of them, because Wet Dreams, that song to me is straight up fire.
Yeah, bro.
But yo, that was good, man. I really appreciate this episode. I think we talked a little bit about everything.
Hour and 20 minutes.
It has been actually. So, but listen, make sure you follow us on social media.
Yeah.
We are on Instagram, TikTok, Bridging the Gap, YouTube, Bridging the Gap. We are going to put a link tree on Instagram to make sure that you know where we're at.
Sir.
Make sure you follow Get Rich Never Die, at Official DJ Leo. Yo, if you have any topics, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, please hit us up on social media. Let us know what you want to talk about.
Yes, please.
If you have, if you want to be recorded, if you want to send us a voice memo or voice audio that you're willing for us to play on the show, you let us know. Give us the right permissions. We'll play it, and then we'll talk about it. We definitely want your feedback. Make sure you share this with your friends. And you know who I am, Official DJ Leo. Let them know, Jay, what's up?
Yeah. JJJ, Get Rich Never Die. Yo, comment everywhere. All our socials, all the Bridging the Gap socials on the YouTube. Like and fucking subscribe, because all that is free. That's how you can support us. That's how you can support us without having to spend a single dollar. It's just fucking like and subscribe, and we fucking deserve it.
Hey, and if you want to send us money, let me know. I'll send you myself.
Yeah. We'll put it in my cash app. What are we? This is like borderline and OnlyFans.
Hey, I'm showing just enough legs, yo. Just enough. All right.
And look. Wait, hold on. I just want to take it a second. Look how we fucking did this shit. Like this angle. Look at this angle. Look how centered out these fucking frames are. I even put this up here just for pastel taste, just like that
pastel.
Orangey.
Wow.
With this shit right here, bro. Well, and look, we were talking about the Knicks. We're really from there, bro. We really from there. Look at this. Look at the Eiffel Tower. Look at these beautiful paintings, bro.
Okay.
Bringing a lot of culture here. All right, we're out for real.
All right, man. Yo, much love to you guys. It's Bridging the Gap.
Like and subscribe, bitches.
Later.
Peace.